I was halfway through packing my bags, cursing under my breath and trying not to cry, when my partner's voice echoed from the kitchen, asking if I wanted coffee. I could still taste the bitterness from last night's fight, the accusation hanging in the air after I caught them sneaking back home at 3 a.m. with lipstick on their collar that wasn't mine. I was done, cheating was my hard line, and I rehearsed the breakup speech in my head as I zipped my suitcase. But my hand shook as I slid a pregnancy test into my purse, the 2 pink lines still bright in my mind. The thing is, that test had nothing to do with my partner. 2 weeks ago, after another one of our explosive arguments, I stormed out and ended up at a bar, where their sibling found me crying over cheap vodka. One thing led to another, and in the haze of anger and regret, I let myself get swept up in something I shouldn't have wanted. I told myself it was a mistake, a one-time thing, but the guilt gnawed at me every time I saw both of them together, laughing like nothing had happened. Today, as I stood in the doorway, suitcase in hand, my partner finally broke down. They admitted everything, how the affair was a way to get back at me for being distant, how they thought I didn't love them anymore. I almost laughed at the irony, at how tangled and rotten everything had become. My chest ached with the urge to scream out my own secret, but I bit my tongue, feeling the weight of the life inside me, and the impossible truth that it was their siblings. I didn't leave. I sat at the kitchen table, staring at my coffee, while my partner sobbed and begged for forgiveness. The urge to confess was overwhelming, but I swallowed it, terrified of detonating everything in one brutal moment. I realized I wasn't staying out of love, I was just as scared and selfish as they were, trapped by my own secrets. The real betrayal was how much I'd let myself become someone I barely recognized, and for the first time, I didn't know whose forgiveness I wanted more, theirs, or my own.